Ken Trahan with Lenny Van Gilder. It's our First NBC Bank Weekend Review, brought to you by First NBC Bank with 35 locations throughout Southeast Louisiana and into the Florida Panhandle. That's First NBC Bank, proud sponsor of SportsNola.com. Saints having mini camp starting today, which is Tuesday, running through Thursday. And the difference between mini camp and OTAs basically is fans can watch. So, weather permitting, fans get a chance to see their favorites for a 3-day period before they shut it down prior to the real training camp in West Virginia.
Yeah, there's not a lot of difference, like you say, other than the fact that they are open to the public, and it's semantics, really. It's a fourth week of OTAs. That's what it is. I would imagine a lot of what's been done has been done. It's been put in. Now you're just refining some things because you're not, you're open to the public. You're not going to go tipping your hand on everything you're going to do. Of course, the Saints remind you, do not bring video cameras out to the facility if you happen to be going out there to watch the practices that are open to the public. So, last chance to get these guys together before you break away for a month or so and then get ready to come back, in the tail end of July in West Virginia.
I guess the big question would be, are the video police watching people with cell phones?
Very possibly. That these days that's the thing.
It's hard to stop, is my point.
Technology being what it is, you're right. What are you going to be able to do out there? That's the real challenge. It's look, cameras can be as big as your thumb right now, so it's crazy.
Pelicans worked out a host of potential second-round picks. They have back-to-back choices, 39th and 40th, for the NBA draft June 23rd. And not much of a story there because we really don't know. Just a whole bunch of guys that they got a chance to take a look at up close and personal.
It's going to be interesting to see how they handle 39 and 40. Obviously, look, you look at this franchise's history, and when they've had high picks, they've actually done pretty well in identifying guys. And I don't want to say you can miss there, but they've done pretty well. It's the lower end picks that have just been, not so much. And if you're going to be successful in this league, you look at what San Antonio has done. They've sustained success for so long because when they've had the opportunities, they've hit on them, but they've also made some great picks at the bottom of the first round and into the second round, things like that. Look at Golden State with Draymond Green, who's obviously been in the news for other reasons lately, but he was a second-round draft pick. You've got to be able to find guys there. I'm very interested to see what the Pelicans are going to do at 39 and 40. Are they going to draft and stash, so to speak, with some European guys, or are they going to bring in one or two players that actually have a chance to make this roster this year?
Baseball news, and Greg Deichmann staying at LSU. He'll come back. He was a draft-eligible sophomore, was a 26th-round pick, but he likes to stay at LSU. That's really good news for Paul Mainieri, for a guy that was clearly his best hitter at the end of the season and his best power hitter for that matter.
Yeah, and it is good to see, and I think he's got a chance to really have a breakout junior season, especially the way he finished this year. And, LSU's season obviously over, no one from Louisiana in Omaha, and you could say that's a disappointment. Look, I think this was a really good breakout season, if you will, for college baseball in these fronts and a chance to maybe, continue to grow it going forward, back to when we would commonly see 5 teams in the tournament. And it's happened several times before this year. Actually had 6 one year come out of Louisiana. And who knows, maybe we can even get back to that level or even higher.
I mean, look at the 8 national seeds. How many are in Omaha?
Not many.
No, I mean, Florida had to go 3 games to get in. Louisville got knocked out. Miami made it. Texas A&M didn't make it. LSU didn't make it. Mississippi State didn't make it. Where am I missing here?
Texas Tech made it.
Texas Tech made it, yes.
Yeah, so you're right. It's definitely what it says to me is this. You could say, there's, these teams really weren't that good. Maybe the SEC wasn't as good as everybody thought they were all year because only one team got to Omaha. No, what it says to me is college baseball around the country is all of a sudden a point of emphasis, and you got a lot of people trying to succeed out there that there's not that great difference. You look at this Coastal Carolina LSU series. This Coastal Carolina wasn't Stony Brook. This is not Cinderella. Yeah, they've not been to Omaha before now, but if you follow college baseball, you know that Coastal Carolina has been a very good program for a very long time. They were a national seed. It was 2010, I believe it was. South Carolina went in there and beat them, ended up winning the national championship. So this has been a good program for a long time. They just needed this breakthrough that they got in Baton Rouge this weekend.
And finally, the Zephyrs. They've won 6 in a row, and they've gotten themselves back to 500. So not from the dead, but from the doldrums would be the right terminology to come back. And they're playing really good baseball to get themselves back to 500. Very encouraging.
It is. And, it's a if you're now that college season is over, obviously you've got American Legion going on. You want to go check out some baseball. You've got a chance to be able to go see a team that's actually playing well right now. They're back at home on Friday.
Look forward to doing so. Of course, follow our high school previews that are posted pretty much every day at sportsnola.com for the upcoming football season, which we look forward to as always. Lenny, have yourself a great week.
Yeah, we'll see you later this week.
That's our First NBC Bank Weekend Review, brought to you by First NBC Bank, with 35 locations throughout the New Orleans area and growing. That's First NBC Bank, proud sponsor of sportsnola.com. He's Lenny. I'm Kenny. Have a great week, and God bless you.